morning, world. I'm headed to work, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of activity going on left over from last night's partying. So, this is Bangkok, and that's the kind of stuff you see every once in a while. We call those guys the boys in brown. They're the police, and that guy is hogtied and going to jail for something, whatever it is. Must have been significant. The Thai police don't normally take you to jail for something insignificant, and they certainly don't hog-tie you for small things. So anyway, heading to work. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. So my friend Bryson Strain asked me the other day, he's like, well, how is it if you want to go buy a snack or a Coke or something? What's it like? I said, well, you have 7-Eleven, right? And everybody goes to 7-Eleven at least twice a day. Seems like, and you get to know what's in there, and if you find something in there that you like, you go there more often. And then if you go to a 7-Eleven and you can't find what you're looking for, then usually all you have to do is go right across the street to the other one. It's that easy. There are literally 7-Elevens everywhere. There's one junction, one intersection, a four-way intersection that I used to have to pass every day for a while, that has a 7-Eleven on each and every corner. So 4 corners, 4 7, simply because the Thai people don't want to cross the street like this. Too dangerous. Okay, so I'm on my way home. I put on my headphones to try to cut down a little bit on the background noise. I hope it works. Looking at yesterday's video, I realized how bad the audio was. Today was interesting. As you saw early in the morning, the footage of the police arresting that guy with the dreadlocks and hog tying him. They carried him first, and then when they carried him the wrong direction. They carried him face up with his hands handcuffed behind his back, and his legs weren't tied yet. But he was screaming, because that's really hard on your wrist to be carried that way with your entire body weight being placed on the handcuffs and on your wrist cutting in. So very uncomfortable for him. Feel bad for him. Then they laid him on the ground and flipped him over, hog-tied his feet, and after I cut, I looked back to see they picked him up again face up, and put him in the back of the police truck like cargo, in the bed of the truck, not in the cab. So that's Thailand, folks. Got to the hotel with the client, Was gonna escort the client out to the van pickup area, and just as we're getting out there, a small confrontation argument with some posturing and some pushing and shoving started between two males next to the van. So just had to guide the client out to the van real quick, and then we were gone. So in close protection, you avoid situations that you don't need to be in, and that's one of them. If two other people are in a fight and you've got a client to protect, there's no reason for you to get involved and jeopardize the safety of your client or yourself, or risk injury to yourself by getting involved in two other grown individuals' dispute. Also, my significant other asked me, "Oh, why didn't you help the police carry that guy to the truck?" Because she knows I can, and they obviously were having a hard time between the four of them. And I said, no reason for me to stop my direction of travel and help these guys when I don't know what the situation is. I don't want to risk injury to myself putting this guy in a truck for them, and then not be able to go to work and earn a living or protect the client who actually needs more protection than that guy or the police. And on an interesting note from yesterday evening, when I returned the client to the hotel yesterday evening, I get out of the van, I wait a second to see that the direction to the lifts are clear, and I look and I see one large-sized gentleman, bald head, beard, possibly Arab descent, walking away. I say, okay, it's clear, let's go. And I get my client and his family moving to the lift, and just as I'm turning the corner to put them in the lift, I see this same gentleman coming back towards me, and now as he's facing me, he's got on a short sleeve shirt that's untucked, and I can see he's carrying concealed, and he's looking at me. He knows what I am. I'm looking at him. I'm trying to figure out what he is, and we both kind of give each other a little nod. And then as soon as my client was in the lift, and it's a private lift, once the client was in the lift and up to the room, I called hotel security just to check and see what was going on. So it turns out that guy, the large man with the bald head and the beard, was the Israeli ambassador's close protection agent, one of several at an event that was being hosted on an upper level of the hotel. And yes, he was in fact armed. There were several armed close protection agents on the team there, as well as some Thai police, which is why I kind of relaxed a little bit when I rounded the corner to the elevators, to the lift lobby. I saw a couple Thai police, and I saw the security manager for the hotel there. I kind of went, okay, either they're keeping an eye on him or he's part of their group. And after watching for a couple of minutes, I figured, okay, this guy's close protection. And then I called the hotel security manager just to confirm it before I departed the area. So if you're wondering why this channel is called Tactical Adventure Thailand, it's because of things like that. You're going to hear that type of thing from me pretty regularly on the channel, as well as see some firearms training videos and a lot of other crazy adventures that I end up going on, both with my clients and on my own, as well as with my friends, many of which are they're just as crazy as me. Some of them may be crazier. And you get to see all the sights and sounds of this wonderful country. And it is really a wonderful, beautiful country with fantastic people. So anyway, I'm gonna head home and see my baby boy. I'll see you there in a minute. One more note before I get home. I got an interesting call today from one of the directors on Strike Back and former of the original series Strike Back. And his family members and a friend are coming to Thailand, and he asked me if I could meet with him, give them a security brief, tell them what to watch out for, what to do and what not to do, what's proper etiquette, and of course my contact information for in case they get into any trouble. This is something that I routinely do, not just for friends, clients, and colleagues, but even for some strangers. I've had quite a few people call me and say, my friend's gotten into trouble, can you help? And I try my best. I do the best I can. Most of the times, I'd say 95% of the times, I'm very helpful in solving their problems and their solutions. Okay, so anyway, on to the family. Nobody's out of the bedroom. Everybody's in the bedroom. Well then, that means good night for me. Bye-bye, guys.